Everybody can see you!
What up all, Darp here from Mindless Productions, continuing Thief on the Master Slash Custom difficulty. Here we go, second to last video. I don't know why that's a momentous occasion, but it is to me. Feels like this guy's been going on forever. So anyway, this video covers from hopping on board the ship to basically the final boss. And yes, this game has a boss at the end, as a final boss. God, I hate that in stealth games. I hate it when a stealth game tries to give you a boss. Deus Ex tried it and it didn't work out very well. And I know they've come back later and amended it, but I've heard that it's still not very good. I haven't played it myself, but I've heard it's not very good. It doesn't work in stealth games. Like, I'm okay with there being a final room, you know, a final big room just filled with enemies, and you have your objective at the far end of the room. And it just, you have to use every trick that you've learned up to that point to get through that room to get to that final objective. Not a final boss, but a final objective. You know, the person you're trying to kill, or the plot you're trying to stop, or whatever it is. That I'm okay with, but just a one-on-one boss fight in a stealth game doesn't work. And I hate it when they put them in. It's so frustrating, but I'll table that for now, because we have things to do. So hopefully you saw... Stick to the right side of this room. It's by far the easiest, and it gets us up to a nice little vantage point in just a minute. Even though I know it looks like we're going down, we'll eventually go back up, I promise. Alright, so head on up these stairs here. Like I promised, we're going up. You know, see, this actually, I was just, sorry, my brain kind of paused there for a moment. This is a pretty decent final room. You know, if it were bigger, had a few more guys in it, had a little bit more trickery to it, this would be a very nice final room, final objective place kind of thing. As it stands, it's a pretty good room. I'm happy with it. But it's the final boss that kills it. And I've got to admit, I've played through a lot of boss fights. I've played a lot of stealth games. I love stealth games. I've played through a lot of games. And I've never experienced a worse boss fight than the one in this. It is just absolutely terrible. So, and it's glitched. That makes it worse. It's glitched. So anyway, should not have walked into this room without looking, but I did. There's a guard. You can see him right over there. Our goal is actually just around this corner. So what he does is circle this little set of boxes. And then he'll go back to the other end and stand there and wait for a moment. So the trick here, wait for him to walk past these boxes, and then move as fast as you can over here. Take out the light while you're over. And see, I messed up. I didn't act quick enough, but you want to pick the lock. And we're actually going to start on the far door, the one that's on the back wall there. Don't bother with that candle. It's not worth putting out. That's where we're going to start. So, again, as soon as he comes by, make your way over and pick this lock very quickly. And see, this is what I mean. It's challenging. You're actually having to use your tricks and remember all your techniques to stay quiet while still moving quickly. This room is... I love this room. Kind of. There's one part I don't like, but overall I like this room. Anyway, what you want to do is wait for this guard to have his back turned, so you can close the door. And it glitched. That was... See, that kind of ruined my excitement for this room, but... oh well. Alright, so from here, you can see where we're going to end up going. So, I had to get my bearings straight a little bit. But, what we're going to do is take out a couple torches here in just a second. Now I had a weird... It saved but it saved with me on top of that rail. It was weird. Not an issue though, never mind that. So use your water arrows, take out both of these torches, and wait for that guard to have his back turned. Now here's what I want to do. Because he was at where he was, you know, since he was already down there, I didn't really have time, or I would have been rushed to go to this other door, pick the lock, make it out. It would have been, you know, haphazard. So instead, I took the patient route. I'm going to wait here, just leave this door open, wait for him to turn his back, and then follow him right over to the door. That way you've got the most possible time to pick this lock. Because again, you don't want to make any noise or you'll alert that guy. And awesome, once you're in here, close the door back. And you're all set. Now we're going to need our rope arrows. So just line it up. And now keep an eye on this guard over here on the left side, over here by the entrance. Wait for him to come to this railing. And then wait for him to turn his back. As soon as he turns his back, start climbing though. You don't have a whole lot of time, so you want to start climbing as soon as you can. And just climb up as high as you can, so you can hop up on here. Now up here, you're safe. No one can see you. But on the rest of these platforms, you can be seen by any of the guards up on these upper levels. So there's one on the left, to what's currently to my left, and then there's that guy on the backside. So just make your way across quickly, and you should be good. And now that's it. That's it for battling or doing anything. Next video is the dreaded boss fight, so I will see y'all there. Peace out, y'all.
I followed your trail this far. Unless I draw the primal out of you, it all comes undone.